That's a fucking banger right there. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Outlaw V2, man. Coming to you on a Friday. I wanted to do another banger. I know everybody's mad depressed because of coronavirus. Even myself, man. We'll talk about that a little bit in this video. Before I get started, man, I wanted to remind everybody, man, hit me up on Instagram, Outlaw V2.0. You can follow my Snapchat at dat1namej, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to my videos, man. I'm trying to quit my job, man. Trying to get on to new and better business, and that's just promoting Outlaw V2.0 land. So what I want to talk about today, man, I've been wanting to do a video for a long time about steroids and recreational drugs. Because I feel as a community that we're already kind of prone to, I mean, obviously if you're using gear because of performance enhancement or whatever, you're doing bodybuilding shows, you are the fucking bodybuilder, you want to look big as shit. Whatever you do it for, I do it to look good naked. I do it for a couple reasons. It makes me feel better. I'm on TRT, so I feel as a 45-year-old, all you haters again, a 45-year-old man, I feel like I can just live a better life. But again, going back to my points, this whole video is going to be about steroids and recreational drugs, and the mixing of the two, and things that I've found or experienced, you know, during my time using gear as well as recreational drugs. Now, I'll preface this with, again, I'm not a doctor. I don't tell you what to do, and I'm not a drug rehab technician. If you guys like to do recreational drugs or whatever you do, I'm gonna just briefly describe, you know, the experience that I have, either directly or through friends that I know that combine gear and other recreational drugs. Basically, what the point is I get a lot of questions about, hey, you know, Outlaw V2, what do you can think about you know, steroids and marijuana? And I get this question all the time, so I just figured I'd just do a banger and answer it. All right, so around when gear started for me, I got out of the military. I never touched any recreational drugs in the military. It just wasn't worth my career. Like, I was flying airplanes, player. I had real cocaine. You fly an airplane into Baghdad in the middle of fucking 2004. It was like smoking a crack pipe, but better. Because you were doing some legit shit. But again, I just had excitement, man. I wasn't willing to trade in my career. But when I got out, and I was a retiree, I could control my own life. I tried marijuana not the first time in life. I had tried it in high school as a young boy. Oh, shout out to my boy Bruce Lee. Got my fucking DJ booth on, boy. So I had tried marijuana. So when I got out of the military, I tried it again, and it happened around the same time that I was running gear. So I'll tell you my personal opinions on it. I don't think it really has. I don't think marijuana has much of an effect on gear use. I mean, if you use marijuana and gear, I think a lot of times it can help your mood. I'm convinced marijuana is a medicine, and it's not as much of a drug as people think it is. Now, with depression, one of the things about weed is people that stay on weed like all the fucking time, I think you can develop a problem, because weed has been known over long-term use to cause depression and just not irritability, but like low motivation and, you know, stuff like that. However, for use with gear, what I've noticed is it helped me bulk, man. I was 165. I could not, again, I have issues with eating. I can't eat 5,000 calories a day. I can't eat 7,500 calories a day. I just can't. I can't do it. So for everyone that writes, all the commenters that write, like, you know, bro, you're on all this fucking gear and this and this and that. Bro, I cannot fucking eat enough food or do I want to be like 225 pounds. If that changes, I will send all you guys a fucking email. But until then, it's not going to happen. But I wanted to go from 165 to like I'm like 190 right now. Like, I fucking walk around at 190. Even during coronavirus, I can pick up a corona fucking zombie and toss him through the fucking wall. On gear or off gear. Because I built enough of a fundamental body where I don't have to walk around scared anymore. Well, not that I was scared before, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I walk around just like fucking mugging everybody. Like that constant trenbolone stare. Like, you looking at me? You know what I'm talking about. So, Marijuana helped me gain weight because it gives you the munchies. So I was using it with gear, and I was smoking weed, and gaining mad weight. I was fucking packing on pounds because, again, Tren don't care. You could eat Fruity Pebbles on Tren. You just eat a lot of Fruity Pebbles, and Tren will somehow convert that shit to muscle. Now, does it work better with better fucking food? Of course it does. But I was also eating like good food. I was just using weed to just supplement my appetite, because it will. Now, weed doesn't have that effect on me anymore, not as pronounced as it used to, because I've kind of built up a little bit of tolerance to it, so on and so forth. So what else? Cocaine. You should never even use cocaine, number one. But if you do, and you're combining cocaine and steroids, then chances are you don't want to fucking live very long. I know it happens in the gear community. Have I tried it when I had gear? Yeah, I tried it. But cocaine is very, like, if you're smart and you can do math, you should figure out cocaine and blow real quick. Like, high for 20 minutes, fucking $75, carry the 2, fucking divide by 1. Fuck, I can't afford that. It's easy. That's why it's a drug of choice for rich motherfuckers. It's because they just can snort enough fucking cocaine to just stay high all the time. I call that Trenbolone. So steroids and cocaine are always out, man. I mean, fucking your heart, you have a fucking stroke. That shit'll make you stroke out in a heartbeat. All right, so what about ecstasy and fucking Molly? I have experience with both, and never made a difference. The come down off of freaking ecstasy can be brutal, because you don't know what's in that shit. They put everything in ecstasy. There can be all kind of ketamine, fucking who knows what in ecstasy, unless you get it from a really, really good source. But steroids and ecstasy and Molly, no effect. Molly was still a great dinner date. I didn't have no ill effects from Molly. LSD, mushrooms, and acid, I don't really know. I have zero experience with it. They seem a lot more common. It would seem like it's mad easy to get, but fucking clearly it isn't. Because I've never done the shit. So if one day I decide to fucking do it, maybe I will. So again, recreational drugs and freaking steroid use, I think for the most part they should be separated. You shouldn't try doing this, like run your cycles and shit like that. Weed notwithstanding. Now, one thing I will say about freaking weed and using it with testosterone and using it with any kind of fucking gear, when your hormones are fluctuating around and you got estrogen problems and so on and so forth, weed can be kind of a fucking slippery slope, because I've had times where, like, I've smoked or I've done an edible and I just have fucking horrible anxiety, and it's around the same times where I was having issues with, like, controlling estrogen. So if you're not on an aromatase inhibitor and you're just, like, going on cycle and just cranking your fucking estrogen up to, like, 70 or whatever it is, some people ride like that. I don't know how you guys do it without fucking any Arimidex. I don't know, but it is what it is. But I think high estrogen can lead to fucking anxiety attacks, and I think certain strains of weed, there's some sativas out there that'll fucking make you have an anxiety attack in a heartbeat. What else is out there? Like Percocets and all these muscle painkillers. I don't get into all that, man. If you're fucking addicted to synthetic pills, you got fucking bigger problems, man, than you're worried about fucking gear. What else is there? Again, LSD and acid, mushrooms. I don't think you have any problems with those, man. Them psychedelics, you may just learn something. Who knows? Again, I mean, synthetic drugs. I mean, testosterone is a synthetic drug. All this shit is a fucking synthetic drug. Trenbolone. The reason I don't think fucking Trenbolone and fucking testosterone, any kind of fucking cocaine, that's why it's a no-go. Because you cannot be any more crazy than you can be on a Trenbolone cycle and still fucking maintain your goddamn behavior. No fucking way. All right, man. Well, I'm checking up on the fucking timer. It looks like fucking 9 minutes and 55 seconds. I'm not trying to drone on. I'd rather have this be like a comments video, man. Like, you guys run it up in the comments. I told you my personal experience with personal experiences with gear and, you know, common recreational drugs. But, you know, I'm eager to find out what you guys have done, because I know you fuckers out there are probably could probably all tell us what it you know, what it's like. All right, man. Signing out. Holla.